Howdy everybody and welcome back to part 2 of the Toku Roundup episode 75. Yeah! Yeah! I of course am your kindest and most beloved overlord and riddle god extraordinaire, DLBot 2016. And with me I am joined by the flamboyant flyer, Flutter Guy 98.
降臨魔を辞して
The savage, and of course, the Savage King himself, Hero.
I still got nothing to say after that. I don't know what to say yet.
I'll come to you. But yes, people, we are sorry for the delay of part 2. Real life can be a bitch, and well, it's been a hard week for me.
Yeah.
But we promised a part 2 where we would discuss the Sentai episodes, and well, we are ones to keep on our promises. So, gentlemen, do you have any idea what time it is?
No.
Hang on.
Really not.
Okay, come on. Come on.
Remember what we're starting with, DL, by the way.
I know.
Okay, I'm just being safe.
Okay, let's see here.
I'm here to report that we're having a hard time finding what we're looking for.
Let's
Apparently?
see here. Aha! Here we are. What time is it? Why it's
Super Hero Time starts now.
you can't hear it since it's not being played on my end, but it's superhero time. In fact, I should probably put a pin in that message.
Probably.
There we go. Pinned. There we go. Now then, we heard Ryder last week. It's time for us to finish up where we started with Super Sentai. We're starting with Super Sentai Saikyo Battle, episode 4.
By the way, in the document, guys. Yeah. Just so everyone.
No, we don't have to get in the document.
Oh, well, I am, but heading towards tomorrow.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That's what we needed.
Anyway.
When we last left our, do we call them heroes or a bunch of oddballs? We'll call them oddball heroes.
Yes.
But when we last left them, they discovered that Guy Sorg is essentially pulling out the gold, meaning that he is a living armor. So, and well, it's revealed that, shock of shocks, Luca was one point possessed by the armor. What? No.
It's almost like I called that before or something.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Well, technically you weren't there with us when we were riffing, but whatever.
Yeah.
I'll talk about a different time when I was talking to people with this.
But yeah. We also learned that apparently Rita has a plan to revive Dice Great Satan as Ultimate and Great Satan. Or Ultimate Dice Satan. So we'll call him Satan, and to make things easier.
Wait, Santa?
No,
Yeah.
Not Santa, Satan. But anyway, also Marvelous had the brilliant idea of putting on the helmet of Guy Sword to find out the location of Luca. Oh, and Leftovers was there too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ugh.
So, picking up where we left off, while possessed by the helmet, it's Marvelous goes over to her to locate Luca and leftovers, while of course Lord Kagura falls after him. Meanwhile, Yamato and Stinger decide to go and confront Rita. Oh boy, here comes the big twist. The twist that she's really Bandora's. What? What do you mean she's not Bandora? She's a random person from another planet that apparently lost heroes, and that's why she wants to destroy the universe? What? But
what?
But all signs pointed to her being Bandora.
Yeah.
She just happened to have the name, you know, just vaguely has the name somehow.
What?
Yeah.
Anyway, we get a quick moment where Stinger tries to convince Rita not to do this, blah 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 blah. We all know it's not gonna work, right?
Yeah, it's not.
It's not gonna work, not at all.
So anyway, unfortunately, her plan works, and oh come on, she even throws the staff. Are we sure she's not Bandora?
He's not.
I know, right?
Not Bandora.
But she's not.
Bullshit!
Agreed.
Yeah.
Hold on. I need to get a button. Hold on. Wait, here we go.
Fucking bullshit!
Aha! I found it. Perfect. Alright, here we go. So after all, this is all I have to say to that.
Fucking bullshit!
Thank you, Shiki baby.
Anyway.
But yes. And thus we actually see the mighty ultimate great Satan, and oh, he actually looks cool. He actually has a body now. Holy shit!
Yeah. He's not just a floating head.
Incoming message from the giant floating head, or rather giant floating Satan. Though one must ask, where the hell is Daijujin? How does he not know about this?
Yeah.
Ugh, whatever. Anyway, so all the 5 members finally reunite and take on Great Satan. Oh, after of course Marvelous frees Luca and leftovers, blah 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 blah. This is pretty standard. You should probably already know this by now. But
Yeah.
Luca is actually left behind to destroy the barriers, keeping them from escaping. And well, she's having a hell of a hard time doing that, given that the barrier actually has defenses.
Yeah.
So all 5 members go into their super forms. Though sadly, all Singer gets is the Kakuju Yukutama arm.
Yeah.
Drill arms.
It is a drill that shall pierce the heavens! Of course, Marvelous goes gold mode, even though canonically that makes no sense. Whatever.
Yeah.
Kagura goes hyper form, something she should have been able to do in the goddamn series.
Mm-hmm.
Takaharu go.
Leftovers.
Yeah. Leftovers goes full. Chosette's armor.
Mm-hmm.
They could have made a reheated mode joke.
What'd you say?
Oh,
You're gonna say he went reheated.
wait, what?
These leftovers, he got reheated.
I like that. I like that. We'll call that reheated mode.
Yes.
There we go.
And finally, Yamato goes Great Instinct Awaken mode, aka the big form of the combined.
Yasei Dai Kaiho.
Yeah. Where, aka the form from the finale of Zyuohger. And surprisingly, Marvelous actually lets Yamato lead the way. Which makes sense since Yamato's been more of a leader than him. So all five of them attempt to attack Ultimate Great Satan, but well, it doesn't work. Even with all their powerful super forms, they still get their asses kicked.
I mean, he is really, really pointy. So, not a lot of text.
Well, but that's when Luca finally destroys the barrier. Here, and thus we get, and thus damn it, I don't have the button, so I'm gonna have to quote the thing. Ha ha! Your Deus Ex is right on time. Thus we see that somehow how Marvelous has the Go Ranger keys, and they do their own edition of the Go Ranger Storm.
Oh yeah, that.
And this is how they defeat Ultimate Great Satan. Hold on, give me a moment. Hold it. Hold on, one moment.
It's not with the bang, but with the ball.
Okay.
Excuse me.
Hold on. Here we go. Oh, this is my reaction to the fact that this is how they defeat Great Satan.
Excuse me, what?
Yeah. Okay. I know that this is Sentai tradition, and that technically the frickin' and Gokai Galleon is holding him back, but really.
Yeah. Really?
This is how we defeat Heat Sentai's equivalent to Satan. A ball.
Yep.
A freaking ball! What?
I know, right? What?
See, here's the thing. At least it's not like what Go Ranger was, where the ball became a dump truck.
Okay, yeah, that would have been total bullshit, but but yeah, naturally, Rita's pretty pissed about what happened, and she somehow conjures up a spell where she controls the Geisor armor. What?
What?
Like, okay.
Okay, and this is when we actually, get the cameo of the newbies, aka Ryuso Black and Ryuso Green. And how did they get here? Well, apparently it's because they were given invitations as well that somehow reacted up until now. Wait, what?
Yeah. What?
Okay. Anyway, we got a pretty good fight. Hi, wherein the two actually managed to fight off Rita with the Geissorg armor, and we also get.
Yeah.
But then, Rita decides to be a bitch by taking Kagura hostage. That's when they show off their Ryu souls with Black using the Nobi soul, as he basically uses, as his sword basically becomes IV sword from Soul Calibur, before he quickly pulls Kagura away from her, And that's when Green uses the Hyasol. Oh, using a super speed attack to completely destroy the supposedly completely destroy the armor, and of course, or defeat Rita.
Right.
This is when we see that apparently Doggy left. He not only actually left behind his cuffs to sting her so that he could arrest Rita.
Yep.
And he hopes that one day she will see the error of her ways and believe in justice again. Blah 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 blah. Who the fuck cares?
Morals.
That's when we start to have our wrap up, and that's where we actually learn that apparently, when the stone that creates the wishes exploded, one of them ended up in Leftover's pocket.
Somehow.
And apparently, he hints that that's possible that there might still be some of the energy left in it. And thus he gives it to Yamato. Hinting at the fact that he will that he'll use it to grant the wish of the boy, or he intended on granting the wish of when he entered the tournament.
Yeah, Takaki.
Yeah, Takaki. But, well, it's not quite all. As during the wrap-up, we see a mysterious man, and with the Ryus, with a Ryusoken, and actually approach the blank Ryusol, and thus it turns to a red Ryusol. Also in the after credits, we see someone mysteriously pick up the Gaisorg helmet, hinting at the fact that Gaisorg will return.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much Psycho Battle Episode 4.
Yeah.
It's pretty good, though honestly, it's really disappointing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get the feeling there was a lot of stuff cut here, because it feels very rushed.
In fact, yeah, agreed. In fact, we're actually getting a director's cut for the series.
Oh,
Also,
nice.
I'm gonna say right now, I was convinced that Sakamoto wanted Rita to be Bandora.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, with the name alone and with the actions she pulled towards the end, it's like, come on. There's no way there isn't at least a reference to Bandora in this.
Hell, it didn't even have to be Bandora. It could have been like maybe the daughter of Lami, and Griffozer.
Yeah.
Hell, didn't they have a kid by the end?
I think.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there you go. Just. And I know that the Go Ranger Storm thing is a tradition, but you guys really couldn't have found a more creative way of defeating Great Satan.
I know, right?
Like anything would have been better than this. Hell, I would have been satisfied if their fucking super forms actually managed to defeat him.
Yeah.
Or maybe even like a special like combiner weapon that only happened because of determination to defeat him.
Oh! Hero! That's it! That is it! I know exactly how they could have defeated him.
Mm-hmm.
The Super Sentai Bazooka!
Oh, yeah!
That thing.
They could have easily reused that, use that to defeat Ultimate Great Satan, and boom. You wouldn't have to worry about the stupid Go Ranger Storm thing. Everyone would have been happy.
Mm-hmm.
But it was fine. With what they did, it was okay. But
It was okay, but mostly disappointing anything else.
Yeah.
And not only that, Rita with since it turns out she isn't Bandora, comes off as a very weak villain. When she does it for very bland motivations, and then while they try to give her a backstory, it's pretty generic.
like, oh no, heroes on my planet died. Now I want to kill the universe. Really?
like, what?
Sorry, guys.
Wow. We just heard a no, and it sounded like it actually emphasized our feelings on that.
The all great no.
And honestly, if they didn't want to tie her into who frickin' and the frickin' Jew Ranger, okay, fine. But tie her into something. Hell, you could have had her been a former slave to Dark Matter.
Mm-hmm.
Something! Anything! Hey, give us more substance to this baddie.
Agreed.
Yeah, and if you didn't want to make her like, if you wanted to go back to the Jewish thing, just make her like what am I trying to think of here? What's the word?
Descendant?
Descendant? Yeah, that's it. Make it a descendant of Bandor.
Or maybe she's someone who actually studied under Bandora, someone who actually worshipped Great Satan.
Maybe.
Maybe.
And I know that they were trying to go for making her sympathetic, but I'm sorry, no, you can't do that. If your baddie is summoning the equivalent of Satan in this universe, there is no sympathy left.
Mm-mm. Not at all.
That is the ultimate way of basically making a character irredeemable.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
Again, we have the no.
Yeah, the all great, all knowing no.
That no is basically emphasizing our feelings on this. Just look, with a villain, you have to go all the way. You either make him fully sympathetic, or make him fully irredeemable. You can't have both.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you can have a sympathetic villain that does have something that's like that makes them irredeemable, but you can't keep them purely in the middle. It has to end on one or the other.
You either have it on one side or the other. You can't have a balance.
Now.
There is no middle ground.
Right.
I'm giving this. I'll give it a B plus.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah. Like, it was alright, but there were a lot of things that made it, like, at best.
We'll discuss more about Psycho battle later, but for now, it's time for us to look past the time of Psycho battle and embrace the new generation. Give me a moment. Hold on. Now it is time it's time for us to embrace the new generation of heroes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, come on, hurry up. There we go.
I think the plate was stuck.
Yes, people, we move on finally to the grand debut of Kishiru Sentai Ryusoulja, Episode 1, Kaboom! Ryusoulja.
Mm-hmm.
Before we begin, we must give you all a history lesson. In the ancient times of the prehistoric warfare, there were an evil race known as the Druidons. Creatures from outer space that intended to destroy roar the earth, but they were defeated hid by the mighty Kishiryu, powerful dinosaurs aided by powerful warriors, and thus they were banished back into space, and thus they remained aimed in space for many years. But now, after all these years, they have returned. Ooh.
Where's the skip button on this? Because this feels like a cutscene to a game.
Oh, bite me! I'm trying to sound dramatic!
Oh, and the Druidon's full name? The Warfare Tribe Druidon.
Yeah.
Okay.
Our story revolves around three new real soldiers who are taking on the powers of their given to them by their master. Master Blue, Master Red, and Master Pink. And
Hayabuki.
Yeah, also Ichigo from Commander the First, is that you? Also,
Yeah.
hi live action Sailor Moon.
Ibuki was also a Tuxedo Mask, by the way, and
Oh yeah. Our heroes are as follows. We have Ko, our Red Ranger, who studies under Master Red. Melt, who studies under Master Blue. He will be our Blue real soldier. And finally, Asuna, who studies under Master Pink and will be our Pink real soldier. They are attempting to try to recover Hydru, who protect the Kishiryu Temple from the current invaders. Crayon, who isn't part of the Druidon but serves under them, who is aided by a new general of the Druidons, Tank Joe, voiced by Professor Bias.
mm-hmm.
Bias-sama!
Yeah.
and by the way, to elaborate concerning the Druidon, the generals and the grunts, chess themed in terms of design.
Oh yes, that's right, and we have the grunts who are what are the grunts called again?
The Dorun.
The Dorun, yes, thank you. We also have
who want to corner a chess to keep it
yes.
in terms of design. They're the pawns, whereas Tank Joe is the first bishop. Or well, first rook, actually.
No more of the first thing. We don't know all about that yet.
Mm-hmm. Sorry.
Anyway, Ko, Melt, Asuna, and their masters are part of the Ryu Soul tribe. Warriors who are descended from the warriors who helped defeat who defeated the Druidons many years ago. And the elder of the tribe is played by Ultraman Jack.
Yeah.
As well as the Go Rider's father in Hurricaneer.
Yes. Anyway, Ko actually helps a human and who was attacked by the Druidons. Ui, who is a YouTuber. Oh dear, I'm getting horrible flashbacks to a certain character from Shinkalion.
Oh god, and thing is, you want to know where she was filming?
No, we're not bringing that. We are not bringing that up.
Good.
So things are going well. We also learn a few quirks about how some of the Ryu soldiers, like Ko is overly anxious. His Melt is very soft. Thinks a lot in plans, and Asuna is, well, she's very strong.
Mm-hmm.
So much so that when she basically pushes Ko, when he calls her macho. Oh, she basically pushes him into a mountain.
Yeah.
Don't fuck with Asuna, or she will fuck you up.
Don't call her macho. It hit hard.
Yeah. But anyway, unfortunately, the real soldiers won't be able to protect the temple for long because Tank Joe and Crayon attack with a Minosaur with their own beast, a Minosaur, or particular. Now we'll learn more about this Minosaur later on as we go through Ryu Soldier, but needless to say, these are essentially the monsters of the week for week. They're essentially born from negative emotions of humans. And then we don't know much about this one. All we know is that, well, it's pretty much kicking everyone's asses currently.
And we don't know much about what else with the mob monsters.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this particular Minosaur loves barbecue. As it turns master blue and pink into extra crispy. Toasted real soldiers.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, by the way, this Minosaur, it's complete.
And we will mention that later. Shush.
Sorry.
Anyway, unfortunately, now Ko and his master do go to try to stop Tank Joe from taking the power. Unfortunately, it goes about as you expect, and it ends when his master uses the kata soul, or basically it's a shield Ryu soul. We should probably explain the Ryu souls real quick. The Ryu souls are essentially, think of them like ranger keys combined with Judenshi.
Yeah.
The kata soul, for example.
Go ahead.
The kata soul that Red's master uses basically helps shield someone's body, and he basically uses that on Ko while he takes a fatal hit from Tank Joe that fatally wounds him and kills him. Needless to say, Ko's kind of pissed. Pissed. However, he stumbles upon the power hidden within the temple. A Kishiryu, most specifically, a mecha known as Kishiryu 3 Knights. And this thing is one.
3 Knights.
Kishiryu 3 Knights. And this thing's a nimble motherfucker.
Yeah, which I think that's a first. That this is a first for Sentai Mecha, like them actually moving.
Well, more main mecha specifically.
Yeah.
Well, also, it's able to run.
Yeah, this thing can actually not only run, it can basically move as nimble as a fucking Gundam. Jesus Christ. Anyway, Ko manages to actually control Kishiryu's three knights, and using its power, he completely destroys the Minosaur with the Kishiryu Final Blade. That's when the Kishiryu splits into three different. When Kishiryu splits into 3 different Kishiryu. A red Tyrannosaurus Rex, a pink Ankylosaurus, and finally a blue Triceratops.
Yeah.
They'll get names later, trust me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
However, the episode ends when Melt, Asuna, and Ko all activate their Ryu Soul Changers, and thus they change into Ryu Soldiers for the first time. After doing the roll call, they end the episode.
Yeah.
Overall, this is actually a pretty strong episode.
Yeah.
But it was a little bit fast paced, but it established some good things. And I didn't find any of the characters annoying besides Uwe, but we'll get to that.
Yeah, that's the point.
And overall, I was interested to see what would happen next.
I agree.
I'm giving this an A.
Same here.
Yeah. That works.
And as we move on to on to Kishiryu Sentai Ryusoldier Episode 2, Soul is One. This basically picks up where the last episode ended off. Off with the three Ryu soldiers is actually setting out to leave the village in order to protect the Earth from the Druidons. This episode is actually where we learn more about the Minosaurs. The Minosaurs are actually essentially born from negative human emotions. What happens is Crayon essentially feeds some sort of strange green goo into their mouths.
It looks like snot.
No. You know what it looks like? Nickelodeon slime.
Oh yeah, it does.
It kind of does. I mean, they got a lot of that stuff, so they gave a little bit saying, here, use it. We have too much.
Yeah. But essentially, the Minosaurs are actually basically born from a human sort of desire, but with a negative twist to it. Like, for example, the Minosaur for this episode uses fencing.
Mm-hmm.
Eng.
Yeah, the unicorn Minosaur.
Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah, and it's basically the unicorn Minosaur wants to be number one. Must resist urge to make Robbie Rotten joke.
Oh God.
Don't make the joke, please.
Damn it, I can't resist! He is number one. Hey!
Damn it.
Okay.
Anyway.
The real soldiers actually get help from Ui. Oh, and also in the last episode, they learned that apparently they have to go out and find their other comrades, who apparently left the Kishiryu village earlier than them, and basically help them defeat the Druidons. Who are totally not green and black that we saw in Psycho about them. Nope, no way,
No. Totally. No, can't be them.
Yeah. The fencer is named Mishima. And needless to say, he wants to be number one, and he also has a family. He wants to impress them by winning the tournament.
Yeah.
Long story short, the real soldiers eventually managed to fight it a few times, but that's where we get an interesting twist with the Minosaur compared to other monsters. It doesn't really need a general to make it grow.
They can grow on their own.
Long story short, when the Minosaur grows to giant size, that's a sign that it's reaching its peak.
Yeah.
The thing with the Minosaur is that it's made of negative human emotion, and the thing is with its toast, it slowly takes away the energy from it.
Yeah.
And if you actually look at the negative energy when it's disappearing, it actually shows the Minosaur in the bubble.
Oh, I didn't know. Oh, I never noticed that. That's actually really cool.
Neither did I.
That's a detail that I've always noticed. Cause I see it and I'm just like, wait, that's the Minosaur, huh? Neat.
Yeah. Also getting major flashbacks to X-Aid. So, we actually get a pretty damn cool moment where Ko and the others where Asuna and Melt actually use the real souls to actually try and fight the Minosaur giant-sized while they're transformed.
Yeah, the Nobi Soul and Omo Soul, respectively.
Yeah. Oh, and we forgot to mention this earlier in the episode. Ko and Asuna actually managed to name their Kishiryu, with Ko naming his Tiramigo, while Asuna named hers Ankirose.
By the way,
However, Melt's straightforward approach with his Kishiryu and not naming it kind of turns it away from him.
mhm. And by the way, Tiramigo, voiced by Shadow Moon.
Yeah. Let's hope he's treated properly.
Please.
Looking at you, Pegason. Ugh.
Pegason. Anyway, so eventually the Asuna makes Melt realize that it's okay to ask for help. Thus she forces his Melt to call to his Kishiryu, which she now names Triken or Toriken.
I think it would be Triken if you're saying it outside of Japan, but inside it's Toriken, I think.
Yeah. This is where we actually see them. This is where we actually get to see that Tiramigo is actually a little bit special compared to other Kishiryu. While they can attack, Tiramigo can actually change to its mecha form, known as Kishiryu. Oh, how very Griseo of you.
Yeah.
Anyway, Ko actually uses his Kishiryu solo to try to defeat the Minosaur, or using attacks such as the Tail Crush and the finisher known as the Tira Dynabite. An attack where the Tyrannosaurus head basically forms on its arm, and he basically bites down on its opponent via a punch.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie, that's pretty badass.
I mean, you're doing two things at once. You're both punching and biting at the same time.
Yeah. But yeah, needless to say, things end pretty well for the episode. Until Crayon corners Uwe.
What are you going to be doing with her?
We'll find out. We'll find out in the next episode. This episode's alright. I think what really helps is the establishing of the Minosaurs and how unique they are. I don't think we've had a monster that was this elaborate and unique when it came to humans.
And actually giving us, it is also giving us pretty much all of the stuff behind the Minosaur. So now we know, like, oh, anytime we see a Minosaur, someone's being afflicted by it.
Yeah. A telltale sign of humans being possessed by being connected to a Minosaur is if you see green energy flowing out of them and if they feel sick.
Well, it's more so if they feel drained.
Yeah. But this episode's pretty good overall. I give it a B+.
I'd probably give it like a B+ or an A. It's one of them.
Yeah, A- for me. It was pretty good.
And thus, speaking of Uwe, let's learn what happened to her in Kishiryu Sentai episode 3, Cursed Gaze.
Hey, Kishiryu Sentai Reef Soldier episode 3. Yeah.
Yeah. Whatever.
Sorry. Anyway, go ahead.
So we actually see the real soldiers fighting a new Minosaur, or this one actually based on Medusa.
Yep.
With it actually being able to freeze people. Well, if they look at her.
Yeah, and of course turn them into stone. Yeah.
Where we also should bring up the fact of what the Minosaur is saying the entire time, where it's saying,
Miro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's basically compelling citizens to look at her.
that point will be relevant soon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah. Needless to say, this new Minosaur is pretty damn powerful. Luckily, though, the real soldiers get some backup in the form of green and black, or as we soon learn their names, Banba and Toa.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
They actually prove to be quite effective against the Minosaur, or easily overpowering it. And it's only thanks to intervention from Crayon that it's able to get away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Naturally, Ko wants them to join forces, but they're doing the standard. We're too strong for you guys. Bye.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. This is actually where we find out how that Ui actually collapses on the ground. And in case you couldn't put two and two together, yeah, the Minosaur actually is Ui's.
Yeah.
It being born from her desire to be seen online.
Yeah. Okay, that's why I brought the point earlier of what the Minosaur was saying. Because since she's a YouTuber, what do pretty much any YouTuber want people to do? They want you to look at them with their videos.
Which honestly, I find this to be a very interesting idea.
That they thematically tie even what the Minosaurs say directly to the person in question.
Yeah, that's actually pretty unique. I'll give them credit for that.
But
Yeah.
They get a good little thing out of that.
Yeah.
However, this is where Bamba and Toa just show up, and instead of basically defeating the Minosaur, they provide a different solution. What? Killer! Wait, what?
Yeah. Wait, what?
Come on, come on, Ko. You couldn't have let her. You couldn't have let them. Come on.
Okay, let's be fair here. Ui might be a little annoying, but she doesn't deserve to die.
No.
Maybe, but not really.
Okay, let's be fair here. She hasn't reached full leftovers yet.
Yeah.
That's true.
If she reaches full leftovers, then yes, she deserves to die. But until then,
Yes.
she's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the thing to keep in mind, people, they mentioned the solution immediately, as if they've done it before. And that begs the question, how many times have they done this shit?
Yeah, I know, right?
They had the first time they had to have done it. It was probably like they did it. They didn't realize it worked, and they're like, "Huh, this worked. I guess we see any more. We just do the same thing."
Maybe, but it's pretty horrific implications.
Yeah.
It means these two are essentially murderers.
Yeah.
It's mostly Banba because he was the one that quickest. He was the one that wanted to do it quickly. Like he wanted to just get it over with. Toa wanted to do it, but he wasn't like outright.
Yeah, Toa's more just following. Toa's more following Bomba's lead. Oh, and by the way, you should probably mention this now. Toa and Bomba are actually brothers, with Toa being the youngest.
Mm-hmm.
This is now things go now. They have trouble defeating this Minosaur, and Ui actually finds out that she's the parent to it. And this is where we get a surprisingly dark moment of this episode, where Ui actually offers to basically tries to off herself just at the chance to possibly destroy the Minosaur so it can't hurt anyone else.
Yeah.
Okay, I know that we found her annoying, but you have to admit that took some balls.
Like,
Yeah,
that took like a lot of courage to be able to say, that thing was made for me, right? Well.
Thankfully, though, Asuna stops her from doing so.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, by the end, all three of them find a way to defeat the Minosaur, or
Yeah.
or using
Yeah.
using Kishiryu. Use 3 knights with all 3 of them together to
Yeah, Kishibu 3 Knights. Yeah.
Kishiryu three knights to defeat he to defeat the Minosaur or together, and pretty much all's well that ends well. Oh, and the 3 soldiers actually end up crashing at her grandfather's place.
Yeah.
Well, going back to the Minosaur defeating from it, before they even did that, they did use that might have been it was when it first grew. So they used both the reverse soul and I think it was the reverse soul and the float soul, I think.
The Gyaku soul and the I remember the actual name for things.
I think it's the Fuda soul, I think. I don't know. It might be that.
Let me look.
Yeah, but I give this episode a lot of credit. This is actually pretty good. I know that the turn was surprisingly dark, but honestly, with shows like this, you kind of need that moment here and there.
And it showed that it showed that Ui was prepared to sacrifice himself for the greater good.
And
yeah,
wait. Hold on. One moment. Give me a sec.
Oh no, I know where this is going.
Give me a sec.
I have a feeling I know where this is going, and I don't know if I'm okay with it.
Hold on, give me a sec. Come on. Hold on. She was willing to do. What again? And hero?
Offer self, kill herself,
for the greater good.
Yeah.
I am not sorry.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it was the Gyaku soul and the Puku soul.
There we go.
Yeah.
Alright.
But we also learned in the end that Green and Black, they've already found their Chishiryu.
Yeah.
Well, kinda.
Kind of. Anyway, so that's episode 3, and overall this is actually pretty good. I think it was a lot better than episode 2 even.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
This gave us a good insight onto Ui's character, and it's nice to get development on side characters so soon in the series.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And even though and to also have it that even when the side characters, even though she's a bit annoying, that she has something there that's not just that.
Yeah, I like the fact they show, even though Ui is a YouTuber, and she wants the fame and glory, she's still a good person on the inside. And that's definitely good, because nowadays when it comes to YouTubers, you'd be hard-pressed to find someone who isn't a money-grubbing asshole on YouTube who does stuff just for the views.
Yeah.
So it's nice nowadays to have a good positive role model for kids. It's on YouTube and such, but doing it just for fun and not for the views.
Yeah.
And maybe that might eventually bring up a whole new generation of YouTubers who aren't doing it for the money again.
Which that would be good. I give this A-.
Straight A. I think very much. This is a very solid episode.
Pretty solid. It's just straight A.
All right. Yeah. It's straight A. Now then, move on to Kishuri Sentai Ryu Soldier Episode 4, Dragon and Tiger, her fastest battle. Oh,
yeah.
This is actually an episode where we learn where Ko actually tries to get Green and of course Black back on their team.
Yeah, Toa and Banba.
Yeah. Though, well, it doesn't really go that well. However, Ko happens to have a map of the temples that Kishiryu reside within. And thus, Toa makes a challenge to Ko.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
One-on-one duel. If he wins, Toa and Bama get the map. If he loses, he'll join Ko's team.
Yeah.
Thus begins a thing throughout the episode of the two of them constantly trying to in competition with other, even during the Minosaur attack. And the Minosaur this time is at. And hold on. I have a joke prepared for the Minosaur. Give me a second.
Okay, and while he's getting that joke prepared, I should bring up also that this is the first time that we actively see the Ryusouls not used just in the actual like morph forms.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a very nice very nice touch and a very nice change of pace to actually see the Ryusouls be used outside of combat with the Minosaurs.
Which I believe was the Nobi Soul that was first used, which just made the Ryusouken basically just, you know.
Ah.
Also, I have one joke to make about this new Ryusoul. About this new Minosaur.
Mm-hmm.
Release the Kraken.
Yes, people. It's actually a Kraken Minosaur this time.
And
Fine. This one actually born from. This one is. They actually do a really good hood red herring thing, wherein a gesture of it is kochi kochi. Which is usually a onomatopoeia for clang clang, implying that the armor is pretty tough. The Kraken and Minosaur also has water guns. No, literally, he has water guns mounted on his arms.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna start bringing up the designs a little bit. This is one of the few where you kind of wonder, where's the Kraken in it?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that is true, Rube. You gotta look closer to see the Kraken design. Like, for example, if you look closely on it, you'll see the tendril rolls for legs, the tendrils in the head.
Yeah, but it's just the greater design. If you're not looking at the specific parts, you're like, where's the Kraken?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, at first, it's implied now when Bama visits a hospital, he's a brother over on a older brother at the bed of a younger brother who's apparently in the hospital, implying that the younger brother is actually the host of the Minosaur. However, it's actually a clever bait and switch.
Yeah.
The words kochi kochi actually don't mean clang clang. It's clang. It's the term come here. And when we see the Minosaur actually kneeling down, it's revealed that it's actually the brother who's the parent for the Minosaur, not the younger brother.
It's the older brother. Yeah.
Which
That was a father and son.
no, it's actually a younger brother.
Yeah. It's actually brothers. Yeah.
I didn't know that. I thought it was father and son, but okay. I mean, the point's still there.
Yeah, but I will admit, that's actually a really clever bait and switch. I like the fact that they kept us guessing on who the host was.
Yeah, and if he really wanted to, Creon could have used that against them if he really wanted.
Yeah.
Yeah. Eventually, Toa realizes that Ko and the others can't really defeat the Minosaur on their own, even with Kishiryu three knights. Kishiryu three knights.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
This is where he actually summons his Kishiryu, Taiga Lance, which is a Kishiryu modeled after a Smilodon.
Well, right before he summons it, they actually do a very clever thing where I think it's all three of them in Three Knights, tempt the Minosaur to the temple and they crack it open, and then he summons it.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
right. I forgot about that. That was actually a clever
Yeah.
move.
That was.
This is also when when Toa decides to have Tiger Lance combined with Kishiryu 3 Knights.
Mhm.
Thus creating Kishiryu Tiger Lance, a form
Yeah.
a form with a new head, more armor for the arms, and a badass lance blade.
And can I just say, this is one of
Yeah.
the better designed suits for that mecha?
Yeah, it looks pretty good. I like that.
Yeah.
I like the look of it.
So do I.
It's not a bad look, overall.
It's slightly bulky, but not in a bad way.
Yeah.
But yeah, needless to say, hey, they managed to finally destroy the Minosaur, or using the Tiger Sonic Lancer.
And the thing is to bring up also, they did this because of Toa figuring out that the Minosaur has to reload, obviously like a normal gun would, in between shots. So right when he ran out of shots, they went in for the finisher.
Yeah, which is honestly really damn cool and clever.
Yeah, agreed.
Clever. I like this clever thinking that they have with the Minosaurs.
Yeah, they're not
Right.
just being like, they're not just being like, hey, let's rush in and defeat. They're like, okay,
There's
let's
actual
study it
strategy.
a little bit first.
Yeah.
Let's study it first, see what it does, and then defeat it,
Mm-hmm.
which is good.
Yeah.
So they managed to defeat the Minosaur. Or Toa thankfully doesn't kill either the younger brother or the older brother.
Mm-hmm.
And while Toa doesn't really join with the Oinko and his crew, it's clear he's at least more more willing to assist them.
He understands their reasoning for why they're trying not to just straight up just say, okay, off with the head.
Yep. And that sort of ends the episode, which overall this is another solid episode.
Yeah, they're doing pretty well so far with the episode.
Yeah, I'm giving this a straight A as well.
Oh, yeah,
Same here.
I'm giving this one a straight A again.
And thus we hold on one moment. Hang on.
And thus the frantic typing to find out the title for episode 5.
No, it's not. It's not that. And give me a second for a gag.
It's just the timing you saying, hold on, then I hear. Kinda, you know.
All right, smarty pants.
Well, I'm sorry.
Emergency!
I hear you. Like, hold. I hear you typing. It's like, do you not know the title? Because I don't.
Okay. And hey. Anyway, thus we move on to Kiryu Sentai Ryu Soldier episode 5 Hell's Watchdog, or Jigoku no Banken. Wait, no!
Emergency! Deckmaster!
No! Oh, not that! No, not that one!
The other one.
Yes.
Now then, in this episode, we actually learned that Toa's grown close with some staff who run the local animal health center.
Yeah.
And a woman, and who has love for, oh look, a puppy! Oh, it's adorable!
It's a puppy.
However, things are cut short when Crayon attacks the city, searching for the next host host for the Minosaur. Also, Tank Joe is now decides to finally get off his ass and do something. And needless to say, hey, he is not happy with how things have been going.
Yeah, he isn't.
I mean, he's basically a cast. Do you expect him to move that often?
Mm-hmm.
He's a general. He's supposed to be more active.
Yeah.
Big. He's got a lot of castle shit on him. I don't expect him to move that often. That suit must be heavy.
True.
But, yeah.
Tell that the bulkier suits like fucking Azald.
Yeah.
I guess.
Anyway, this is where we actually, in this episode, we actually see a new type of Minosaur. This one actually apparently based on a Cerberus.
Yeah.
Don't really know how, besides the...
Considering the design.
Well, it's kind of obvious that they're going with the whole ancient animal motif. And honestly, you kind of suspect that's the Minosaur of the episode, given the fucking title.
Yeah.
Anyway, so the researchers, they're just doing their usual thing, being the bad guys, and Toa, of course, Bamba show up. That's when the Cerberus Minosaur actually bites Toa. And well, to the surprise of no one, that bite, it's poisonous.
Yeah.
That shit, besides that bite being poisonous, that shit's got a sting.
Oh, hell yeah. Yeah, given the jaw of that thing, look at that thing, it's massive.
I know, right? Jesus.
Like, I feel like I could go full lion tamer on its ass, open its mouth, and stick my head in.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably. Anyway, Tank Joe actually fights all the real soldiers by himself. And needless to say, he shows why you don't fuck with Professor Bios, even if he is voicing a different monster.
Yeah.
This is actually where Ko gets it's a one-on-one fight with him as Tank Joe mocks him on how his master was weak, blah 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 blah.
And I believe Ko uses whatever the smooth stole is called on the ground, I think, to try
Wait,
to
what
trip
soul? Which soul?
the one that makes the ground smooth.
The slippery one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Look.
It looks like a Pachycephalosaurus.
And Tank Joe actually uses that to his advantage, sticks his sword into the ground, pushes off, and actually does a pretty badass thing with considering the ground being the way it is.
Yeah.
Auxiliary. King.
Has no problem just kicking their asses.
Yep.
Easily, in fact.
Yeah, this is where we actually learn that Tank Joe...
The Migake soul.
That's it.
Yeah.
Also, Tank Joe reveals he's got another trick up his sleeve. A fucking chest cannon attack. Wherein he apparently takes a ball of earthquake energy and basically uses it to wreck the real soldier shit.
Which, okay. So basically, we're dealing with a walking earthquake now.
Yes.
Yeah. Eventually, the real soldiers learn that Toa's been poisoned by the Minosaur, and they basically surmise that if they defeat the Minosaur, the poison should go away.
Keyword on should.
Yeah.
This is actually where Crayon actually comes up with a very clever idea involving the Cerberus Minosaur and the poison. He plans to actually have the Minosaur poison the city's water supply. Thus anyone who drinks the water will instantly be affected by the poison.
Yeah.
That's actually kind of clever.
But at the same time, you gotta wonder, how is he gonna poison the water supply when his main method of poisoning is biting?
Actually, I think I know why. Here's the thing. It doesn't really need to bite. It just needs to make its teeth. It just needs to make sure its teeth. He's come in contact with whatever it needs to poison.
Yeah.
Yeah, which could just be like it just goes in the water.
It just sticks its head in the water and basically makes his teeth touch the water to poison it.
Yeah.
Needless to say, while the others are busy fighting Tank Joe, while fighting the grunts and of course Crayon, Banba actually tracks down the Minosaur and defeats it. Quite easily, in fact.
Yeah, but that point will be brought up later because.
Yeah. Now, unfortunately, since the Minosaur was defeated, it can't grow. However, instead of the Minosaur growing, Tank Joe grows! And Jesus Christ, he wrecks their shit hard. Even Kishiryu 3 nice isn't power. Kishiryu 3 nice isn't power enough to defeat that thing. That's when Bamba actually comes up with the idea of using Mill Needle, his personal Kishiryu, to help defeat Tank Joe. And thus with them combined, we see Kishiryu, Mill Needle, and okay, being honest here, this is my least favorite.
Yeah.
It's not bad looking, but there's just like
It looks.
The whole sumo theme is what kills it, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah, agreed. I mean, it's cool that it has like shields for like boxing gloves too, but it seems way too bulky.
Not to mention, notice its roar. That's not a roar. That's a cruise ship engine blowing.
Ugh. Anyway, so needless to say, with this new combination, the real soldiers managed to easily defeat Tank Joe with the finisher, the Needle Crusher.
Defeat. Just driving back, basically.
We'll get that. Yeah. Using the Needle Crusher, wherein the thing basically performs multiple punches, is before basically delivering a powerful uppercut to destroy the damn thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, all's well that ends well, right? No, not quite. When they go to check on Toa, they find he's still affected by the poison and knocked out badly. It hinted that it killed him, but he's just knocked out. But to make matters even worse, Tank Joe is still alive. God damn.
Yeah. And Banba did a stupid by defeating the Minosaur too.
And because as we all know, in order to defeat heat poison like this, you need an antidote. And you need an antidote by getting it from the source of the poisoner.
And since he destroyed the monster, it's kind of not looking too good for Toa right now.
Yeah. This episode was pretty good as well. Well, another solid one, I have to say.
Yeah, I agree.
It was nice seeing Bamba finally join forces with Ko and the others. It was interesting to see the monsters directly affect one of the real soldiers in such a way.
Mm-hmm.
It just would have been better if instead of it being a sumo theme, they would have actually gone with a boxer theme for Mill Needle's combination.
Yeah. Mill Needle, Kishiryu Mill Needle is a pretty weak combination, but other than that, it's we got a pretty solid fight. Right? Tank Joe being a badass.
Yeah.
And overall, some pretty nice, well-raised stakes. I'm giving this B+.
Yeah.
Not quite as good as the last few episodes, but not bad by any means.
Right.
With the way it's going so far, it's still a pretty good. They're still having a track.
Yeah, they're definitely picking up good steam, and that's great. And thus we move on to Real Soldier episode 6. Hex, Counterattack, Tank Joe. We pick up where we left off with well, things not going too well as Toa is still affected by the poison somehow. And also to make matters worse, apparently when Bamba tries to track down Crayon to learn what the hell's going on and why the poison hasn't left Toa's body, he suddenly becomes ill. Yeah, here's the thing. About that poison, it's contagious.
Yeah.
Yep.
Meaning anyone who's been around Toa while he was poisoned is now susceptible to possibly being poisoned themselves. Oh boy.
Which that makes you wonder, what kind of strain of poison is this that you're able to catch it?
Yeah.
Actually, thinking about it, I might have an idea of what this basically is equated to.
Yeah.
I'm not really that familiar here with dogs, but this basically could be the equivalent of rabies.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
Unfortunately, Asuna gets affected by the poison soon after. Leaving now only Melt and Ko to track down to basically figure out what's going on. However, they proposed the idea: what if there were two Minosaurs born from the human, and that this Minosaur had a twin, and that the twin is the one that bit Toa. A bit of a stretch. And by the way, speaking of which, honestly, in my opinion, last episode was a bit of a missed opportunity to basically, instead of having the human become the Minosaur, have the dog become the Minosaur.
Yeah.
That would have been more interesting. Regardless, what we have here is fine.
And what they could have also done is, since it is basically just them, they could have actually taken one of the outer shell and gotten rid of it, considering it's been defeated.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is where we actually, surprise, yes, the Minosaur, or actually did have a twin. Thus Ko and Melt track it down and use it to defeat, thus Toa can't speak correctly. Ko and Melt track down the Minosaur to defeat it. Unfortunately, that's when the both of them get affected by it. And we actually get a quick moment where Banba actually gains enough consciousness and tries to kill the host of the Minosaur, but Toa actually stops him, saying that this isn't the right way, that they're just putting out fires by doing this.
Yeah, and it's also is before we. So it also brought up the point of they were also using some of the souls to try to trap it in a certain area, which using the highest and the way dogs act around fast-moving objects to attract attention.
Yeah. And that's honestly something I find interesting about the Cerberus Minosaur, the fact that it actually acts like a dog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
However, this is where we get a pretty damn badass moment from Ko, where he lets the Cerberus Minosaur bite his arm, but then he reaches over to one of its teeth, pulls it off, and thus they finally have what they need for the antidote. The Minosaur runs away in pain, and as Crayon follows after it.
I was about to say that's a little I know it's a Minosaur, but I feel a little bad that his tooth just got yanked right out.
It'll be fine.
Here.
It'll be fine. Again, this is a pretty badass moment for Ko. Oh, basically,
Oh yeah.
using his
Yeah.
arm as bait to basically get the tooth from the Minosaur.
Yeah.
So they start walking around and they learn that apparently the Russo tribe's elder is now running a food cart.
Yeah.
And also he's wearing a fez. What?
Yeah, what? Oh,
But
by the way,
again.
the Minosaur in this episode, it's the Cerberus Minosaur from the last episode's older brother.
We already mentioned that.
Ah, my mistake.
Well, we said
Flap.
twin earlier. We didn't say not it was specifically the old.
Fair enough. Anyway. Anyway, so yeah. Yeah, they actually managed to get it to the Elder, and using the power of, I'm guessing Fez mode, apparently,
Yeah.
he takes the fang, puts it inside of a coffee pitcher, and thus creates a coffee pitcher,
Ah,
Yeah.
well, yeah.
and
Sorry.
and thus he pours part of the antidote for Ko and Melt. It works, and soon they eventually take it over to the others. Unfortunately, Tank Joe has already grown giant size by this time,
Yeah.
but Ko and the others are not afraid of him, and they are going to kick his ass regardless. Thus, it's time to put them all together. As the real soldiers combine, I Mill Needle, Tiramigo, Ego, Ankyros, Triken, and of course, or Tiramigo,
Tigerlands. Yeah.
Yep. And combining all of them together to form Kishuryo 5 Knights.
Yeah.
Which can I say this though, that it looks like a clusterfuck.
It doesn't look
Too much
that
going
bad.
No.
There's so much
basically-
going on.
True, but in this case, basically the other mecha are armaments for regular Kishiryu.
Yeah, honestly, this isn't the best, but it could have been far worse.
Oh yeah, it
I
could.
mean,
Lupin Kaiser
it could've been
VSX, anybody?
Yeah,
Or
good cool Kaiser VSX.
or a Zen Samurai Gatai, how that thing.
Or Engino G12.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Ahem.
but
But yeah, needless to say, this new combination is pretty damn powerful, and we have a pretty bad moment where it actually manages to stab to death and kill the Elder Cerberus Minosaur, or with one sword swing. Holy shit, that's fucking badass.
Yeah, it is.
and here comes,
Yeah, it is.
and here comes sword, and it's down, and dead.
Yep.
Yeah. The real soldiers simply attempt to destroy Tank Joe once and for all with the final attack, the 5 Knights Ultimate Slash. And, well, it damages him, but it doesn't kill him. And we learn that, killing Tank Joe is a bad idea, because apparently the earthquake energy he has stored up within him could basically go off and destroy the entire city.
Yeah.
Yeah.
However, this is when they actually use the Puku Puku Soul,
Mm-hmm.
the balloon thing, basically inflate him, send him off into space, and use Kishuryu 5 Knights' other finisher, the Kishuryu Final Cannon.
Yeah.
But, that was pretty... And, that pretty much destroys Tank Joe. Bye, Professor Bias. Wow, that was pretty short.
Yeah.
Anyway, but afterwards, words, Ko basically asked Bamba to join them, but he still says he doesn't acknowledge them as comrades yet. Though it's clear he appreciates their help in saving Toa.
Yeah. So he didn't say no, but he sure as hell didn't say yes.
Yeah.
And okay, even though Tank Joe was destroyed again, this is a solid episode.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, very action-packed, a lot of great moments, and a pretty interesting debut of the combined mecha.
Yeah.
I'm giving this another A.
Same here.
Yeah.
And thus we reach Kishiryu Sentai Ryusoulger episode 7, Princess of Cephas.
Yeah. Seppius, yeah.
Cepheus, yeah.
Yeah. Whatever.
Anyway.
So this episode starts out pretty standard. Or we and Ko, they're just walking out, and we also learn that apparently Ko is actually 209 years old. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. We also learn that apparently Ko has a dream of basically visiting the whole world. Which honestly makes sense. He's been sequestered inside of the Real Soul Trap for so long. It makes sense he'd want to see what the whole world has to offer.
Yeah.
Yeah. It makes sense that he'd want to eventually go around the whole world and just see everything once or something like that.
Yeah.
Wait. Hold on.
Oh no.
I just came up with a joke that we could use to ruin this moment.
Oh god.
He wants to visit this whole new world because it's a dazzling place he never knew.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm having for the win. Oh. Anyway, so while they're out, Ko actually hears some singing with the
Mie Soul.
Mie Soul.
Yeah.
Oh, and thus that leads him and Ui to an amusement park.
Mm-hmm.
And we see a Minosaur that apparently is born from possibly a one-hit wonder singer known as Ippei Shimomura.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Let me see what Minosaur this is.
Don't bother. I'm already on it.
Alright.
The Cockatrice Soul. The Cockatrice Minosaur.
Yeah, the Cockatrice Minosaur, yeah.
Ahem. But using this thing's powerful screech, it actually manages to knock out a lot of people nearby. Though thankfully Ko was not knocked out fully because of the fact that he was wearing earplugs at the time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He tries to save Ui, but sadly he doesn't have the time to, but he manages to get away. However, that's when he meets the Druidon's newest general, the bishop of their group, Waizeru.
And he
It
has
was
a
voiced
very...
by Gridman?
Gridman, why did you turn evil?
And he also has a heavy gimmick of Showtime.
Oh yeah, peppering in English into his dialogue alongside making puns.
And that point will come. That point will be value. That little thing there will make sense later.
Yeah.
If he's interested in Showtime, you should try. He's on the wrong set. Dude, if you want on Showtime, go find Wizard. Life is always Showtime for him. Anyway, so yeah, Waizeru. He actually managed to prove quite effective against Ko until he starts actually putting more effort into it. However, that's when suddenly a bunch of kids start defending Waizeru. And these aren't just normal human shields. They actually try and beat the fuck out of Ko. God damn.
They're trying to hurt. They're trying to actually hurt him, not just like, tiny punches. No, I'm talking like full blown out. Like he gonna get hurt if he don't get out of there.
Yeah.
Yeah, needless to say, Ko realizes he can't win this fight. Thus, he decides to retreat. Oh, I forgot. Earlier in the episode, Bamba and Toa actually managed to save someone who was on the run. Who was on the run from what were they called again in Flutter?
Dorun.
Dorun. Yes, thank you.
Yes.
This person is in fact a princess, known as Cardina. Cardina.
Yeah.
She is apparently from the planet Cepheus, that was apparently destroyed by the Druidon, led by and surprise, surprise, one of the people in charge of that was Waizeru.
Yeah.
Yeah, and she will become a little.
Oh yeah, she'll become more relevant later.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But needless to say, we learned that Waizeru, surprise, surprise, he's actually controlling the kids. He is actually brainwashing them to his slaves.
Yeah.
Ko manages to return to the others and learns about this. And this is where we learn that the Cardina is actually looking for her sister, Vita.
Mm-hmm.
Who apparently fled to this planet earlier than her, and she's been able to find her.
Right.
The two sisters actually have a song they sing to one another, and this song was actually heard by Ko earlier in the episode.
Yeah.
And it basically reveals that Vita is being held captive by Waizeru in the amusement park.
Mm-hmm.
Thus, the real soldiers all head out to go there. Things go well until Waizeru sicks the kids on them again, though thankfully Banba and Toa manage to sneak past the guards and manage to arrest Vita.
Right.
Unfortunately, the cockatrice Minosaur is now grown giant-sized.
Yeah.
And while the real soldiers manage to form 5 knights and try to defeat it, it doesn't really work out, as unfortunately the Minosaur manages to flee.
Yeah.
But the reason why it's able to flee is because if you look behind the Minosaur, there was a Ferris wheel back there with kids in it.
Yeah, the Minosaur actually pulled a clever plan by using a bunch of kids standing behind it and on the Ferris wheels as a reason for Kishiro 5 Knights not to use its finisher to destroy it.
Yeah.
Dick move, but also clever.
Yeah.
It was effective.
So yeah, needless to say, now the sisters are reunited now. But unfortunately, Cardina's managed to use her music to snap the kids out of control of Waizeru. Yeah, I don't know how that works. Just go with it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Anyway, but yeah, the sisters are now reunited, and they now believe that the real soldiers can defeat the Druidons with their Kishiryu. However, Mills catches on to something. They never mentioned and the fact that the Mexis were called the Kishiryu.
Yeah.
To give a little further context to it, the sister that they just rescued name dropped the Kishiryu.
Yeah, which is rather suspicious since they never mentioned that to her.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Now, this episode, I'll admit, it's not as good as the last one, but honestly, I wasn't expecting it to be. After a series episode like this, we needed filler.
Yeah.
We needed an episode that was not exactly too big.
And Waizeru while he is a little goofy, he is a clever planner, using the children to actually try and fight the Ryu soldiers.
Yeah.
Yeah, which it is shown that, like, yeah, even though he is goofy and not exactly, he does have the English, but at the same time, it's showing that he's actually clever enough to know they're not gonna harm these kids, so why not use them to my advantage?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And it honestly makes sense that he's clever like this. He is the bishop of the group, and the bishop, I know in most media, is considered to be the strategist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm giving this B minus.
Yeah, I'd probably say B.
Flutter! Flutter!
You there, buddy?
Velda's trash waifu!
That didn't. Holy shit! That didn't get him.
Sorry about that. Discord just randomly crashed on me.
Velda's trash waifu.
Really? No.
Okay, good. He's finally back. Okay,
Discord
Flutter, you're
just randomly crashed on me for some odd reason.
okay, Flutter, you're ready for the episode. Go.
I give this an A because it did give us a solid introduction to our newest general, and I agree. Yeah, we did need some filler.
Now this brings us. Now this episode is actually a two-parter. Thus, it brings us to episode 7 of Kishiryu Sentai Ryu Soldier, titled "Singing Voice of a Miracle." Episode 8. Yeah, 8. Yes. Yeah. Episode 8, Singing Voice of Miracle. Now Fita actually has a plan. It has a plan for the Ryu soldiers to help them out. The plan being for Kishiryu to actually absorb a power core, or that she brought from Cepheus.
Well, power core, but I'm just gonna put quotes on that for now. But I'm not.
Yeah. Now they managed to defeat to get the power core, though sadly, Waizeru pulled a trick on them using a Druidon as a dummy. I mean, he said that he could escape easily.
Yeah.
Basically disguising it as himself somehow.
Mm-hmm.
And somehow it gains the English ability of him.
Yeah.
Don't question it. Anyway,
Yeah.
So when everyone's hesitant about the idea of using the power core, that's when Fita mentions the idea of the Minosaur and the parent, which sets off alarm bells for both Melt and Banba.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
When
because again, they should not know the information.
They should not know about this. No. However, this is also where Bamba and Melt actually decide to basically put all the team together and realize, guys, this is obviously a freaking trap. They're obviously deceiving us.
Yeah.
In order to find out, they actually find out what's going on. Specifically, they actually come up with a clever plan, having Ui leave her phone behind on a table to basically act as the way of eavesdropping on both Fita and a Cardina. And this is where we learn that, Fita is not really Fita. She is in fact Waizeru in disguise.
Mm-hmm.
And if you would have paid attention to, I think it was either when they rescued or at a different point, she dropped one of the puns that Waizeru had dropped, if not moments before, or at least an episode.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but however, Ko is not. While Ko knows about this, he feels that in the feels that they should go through it with it in the end, because given how what he's learned about Cardina, he thinks that in the end she'll speak up and she won't let something bad happen.
Yeah.
And though the others are skeptical, this is where we learn that apparently this power core, it's not a power core, it's a bomb.
Yep.
No, wait, hang on, one moment.
No. I know where this one's going.
Give me a moment. But yeah, that's not a power core.
It's a bomb!
Yes! Too easy. Yeah. Yeah. So when the cockatrice... Oh, by the way, they actually learned that, the guy that they think was the parent of the Minosaur, he's not. He, in fact, at the time, was suffering from a cold.
Yeah.
Meaning that...
It just happened to be the first time.
Yeah, how convenient for the plot.
Yeah.
But yeah, it means that...
Good that they're doing diversions. Same time.
But yeah, it essentially means that the real parent of the Minosaur is still, unaccounted for.
Yeah.
Wiseru who brings out the cockatrice Minosaur to attack again, and thus Kishiryu Five Knights shows up to attack him. And that's where the bomb goes off and supposedly kills everyone. Or so you might think.
Yeah.
Yeah, the real soldiers didn't know exactly what was going on with the power core, but they knew something was off because Vita was so intent on feeding it to Tiramigo.
Yeah.
So, do you remember that clever little plan they had? Well, it involved I forget what the name of the soul is, but it's the duplicate. It's the duplicate.
Let me look.
Essentially they used this real soul to basically create a copy. And used a fake Kishiryu Five Knights to blow up as
fake Kishiryu Five Knights.
As basically something for the bomb to blow up.
Yeah.
Thus the real soldiers all fight Wiseru, and they soon learn that Vita is not only the parent for the Minosaur, she is in fact inside of the cockatrice Minosaur.
Which,
Now then, let's talk about the first episode of Minosaur. Now, why are we bringing it up here? Because we learn here that Minosaur is significant for a reason. That Minosaur is the first complete Minosaur.
Yeah.
Meaning, the host that created it... the host who created that Minosaur, they dead.
Yeah. Oh, and the duplicate soul? That was the Fue soul.
Right.
Right.
Oh, and wait a second, I'll be right back, guys.
Alright.
But the real soul will just essentially form Kishiryu Five Knights again, but they realize that they can't do too much harm to it without hurting Vita. Thus, they come up with a clever plan. Earlier in the episode, there was a point where Cardina was basically hurt because Ui's grandfather started singing really badly, saying she's basically allergic to horrible singing. They come up with the idea. The real soldiers have to come up with the idea of having Asuna singing very badly to weaken the Minosaur.
Yeah.
Or
Oh, and actually, real quick, to correct myself, one of the hearing soul that I brought up earlier, it's actually the Kike soul, not the Mie soul. The Mie soul involves sight.
yeah. Also, I have the choice to make. Ryusoken, give me sight beyond sight. I mean, I'm not wrong.
I mean, no.
Okay.
No.
Anyway,
Okay.
moving on. So they actually managed to by having Asuna sing and also hang, they weaken the Minosaur long enough for Kishiryu for 5 Nights to deliver the finisher. However, they have Toa use the High Soul.
The Haya soul.
To actually speed in just before the whole thing explodes, grabbing Vita and saving her.
Yeah. Which, goddamn,
Yep.
how fast is the highest soul?
Who knows? I'm honestly hoping that Toa was smart enough to try and get at Vita's number, given the fact that you basically saved her ass. I mean, seriously, it's gotta earn the extra point with the point of the princess if you saved her life like that.
Yeah.
So, needless to say, after all is said and done, the two sisters leave the planet thanking the Ryu soldiers for what they've done, and thus that sort of ends the episode.
Yeah.
This one was pretty good as well. Well, I think it was a lot better than the last one, given and how it showed a lot more clever planning by both the Ryu soldiers and Waizeru.
Oh, yeah.
And I will admit, I like the idea that it shows us that it basically explained to us that the first Minosaur that we saw was basically a complete one. So
Yeah, the Minosaur complete body.
So basically it's a case of don't let that happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't let it finish. Don't let it reach 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't install that update.
Overall, I give this an A as well.
Yeah, same here.
Oh yeah. Yeah, A. Specifically because it's basically like you're installing an update to a goddamn computer.
Yeah.
Anyway, this brings us to Kishiryu Sentai Ryu Soldier Episode 9, The Strange Treasure Test.
Yep.
This episode actually gives development to Melt.
Yeah.
Melt. It starts with the Ryu soldiers discovering a sort of attraction at a museum. That apparently involves a quest involving mysterious labyrinth with a strange treasure chest. Ooh, and $5 says it's a Druidon plot.
Yeah.
$5 says that $5 says that something's gonna happen in one of the chests.
Yeah, and you'd be right, because when everyone approaches the chest, it suddenly eats them.
Yeah.
And thus they end up in a supposed quote-unquote wonderland, or as we'll soon learn, it's not really much of a wonderland.
Yeah. And
People start coming across these treasure chests, and inside of these treasure chests are actually things they desire the most. Like, some people want money, some people want makeup, some people want food.
Yeah.
Even the real soldiers aren't immune to this. It says Ko basically wishes for the chance to view the world, aka somehow being able to fly. Don't ask.
Until knocking into a barrier.
Yeah. Which will be apparent why that means something later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we soon learn that they're basically in this mysterious labyrinth, rather than that and that the chests they swallowed them sent them here. And we also learned that the thing is, while at first the chests grant the desires of those who open them, it basically is the case of it keeps giving you what you want until it keeps giving you what you want, but gives you too much of it.
Yeah, it's the case of you don't want that much of, but you want something.
For example, the man who wanted money, he gets so much of it, but he has no way to spend it.
Yeah, basically, it's a perfect instance of there being too much of a good thing.
Yeah, and to bring up the makeup, they obviously get too much of it that you can only cover so much of the face.
Yeah, though given what I want out of one of those chests, that doesn't sound like a bad thing to me.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
Nah.
something big, a Toku does Toku toys, and then boom, there you go.
No, it's not that. Hero Flutter knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I do. Anyway.
However, her Melt actually figures out what's going on here, and he accidentally opens one of the chests, and suddenly Master Blue appears to him.
Yeah.
And the reason he appears to him is because the thing is, what Melt wanted from that chest, it wasn't anything physical. He wanted confidence. He wanted courage. And that's why Master Blue appeared to him. And before you say anything, he gives him bad advice. No. Actually, this projection of his master actually gives him good advice.
Yeah. And the thing is, that was the one wish from one of the chests that actually couldn't have been twisted against him.
Yeah. And eventually Waizeru appears to him and basically reveals that the thing about it is that they shouldn't be looking for the Minosaur, because the chest they're in, it is the Minosaur. And it's actually creating the desires of other people, and is slowly feeding off of them, eventually killing them.
Yeah. Which I believe this is the only Minosaur that actively grow as a...
Yeah, and this Minosaur is the Mimic Minosaur.
Yeah. And honestly, it's a clever play on all things considered.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What's with the dog? We already had the Cerberus Minosaur episode. Shoo!
Well, technically, he shows up in this episode too through the Mimic.
So it's the spirit of that thing coming back to haunt us. God damn it. Anyway, so eventually Melt manages to snap Asuna out of it, and basically actually figures out which chest they came out of is. But now before they defeat two of the grown copied Minosaurs by using a new combination.
The Kraken and Cerberus Minosaurs, but
by using a new combination with Kishiryu Traiken, a formation that actually gives him a new helmet and puts the Triceratops head on his chest and basically makes it more about wielding a sword than anything else.
Mm-hmm.
And
it's actually not a bad combination.
No.
Yeah, not really, no.
Anyway, they managed to destroy both of them with the Triken Strike. Right, wherein
Mm-hmm.
Right, wherein it actually channels energy for he develops the Night Sword. He holds the Night Sword and the Triken's twin tail blades, for extending the blades to basically pierce the Minosaur and destroy it completely. Jeez.
Yeah, and it splits the blade. Yeah, it splits the blade into the same time. Yay!
Damn, that's brutal.
Yeah.
Ahem. But yeah, oh, we should probably mention this. Earlier in the episode, Obama was actually investigating an old man who had something stolen from him. And by the end of the episode, we actually, when everyone's freed, we actually get a pretty good twist with the Minosaur and what it was born from. It actually wasn't born from a human. It was actually born from a playset.
Yeah.
Yep.
At an antique shop.
Yeah.
And
Which does bring the fact up of that. Not all the Minosaurs that we see are gonna. They're not gonna have. If it's going to be a person every single time.
honestly, I like the idea of it being an item that has negative emotions into it. That brings up several possibilities, like a neglected bike from a kid that's outgrown it or such like that.
Yeah, and the whole items being birthing Minosaurs, that was actually a really nice change of pace.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. By the end of the episode, we learned that there was also something else inside of the chest that melt opened. It was actually a charm bracelet that he gave to his master that he now possesses.
Yeah.
A nice memento of his master.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Overall, this was honestly a really good episode. As well. Oh, another great solid one.
Oh yeah.
Also, I have a joke I can make about this episode.
Oh no.
So, given that they were at a twisted Neverland that basically tried to kill them, would you say they were in a promised Neverland?
Damn it, DL.
I am not sorry.
Of course you aren't.
Yeah.
I'm giving this another A.
Yeah, same here.
In fact, actually, no, I'm going to give it a little bit more. A+, because of how it gave us good development on Melt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And thus we reach episode 10 of Kishiryu Sentai Ryu Soldier. We're almost done, people.
Mm-hmm.
Almost there.
Yep.
Episode 10 of Kishiryu Sentai Ryu Soldier. The Invincible Counter.
Yeah.
This one's actually an Asuna-focused episode.
Yeah.
Hooray, we're finally getting development on the Pink.
Mm-hmm.
Yay!
So this episode actually starts off pretty basic. With the real soldiers, having fun and such. And by the end, when Asuna basically tries to grab something that she left behind at the park, she actually gets hit on by a bunch of normal guys? What is this?
Yeah, I know, right?
This might sound this might sound simple, people, but we haven't seen this actually happen as a Sentai for years.
Yeah.
However,
Yeah.
this is actually when she's saved by a pretty stand-up guy known as Kenta Mori. Who actually
used to be a boxer.
Yeah, he managed to actually kick.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
DL, DL, are you there? You still there? Yeah, DL.
Hello.
Hello.
There we
There he
go.
is.
Okay, there we go. Okay. But yeah, Mori actually used to be a boxer. her, and he manages to actually help Asuna.
Yeah.
Yeah.
However, oh wow, how interesting! A stand-up guy who's actually really nice. No, well, he's going to be the host of the Minus episode, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, surprise, surprise. Alright, he turns out to actually be the host of the Minosaur episode. And this is where we see that this Minosaur is actually pretty damn effective. Active.
This Minosaur is the troll Minosaur.
Wait, hold on. One moment.
Oh god.
And where are you? Okay, found it. So, remember, Flutter, what did you say this thing was called again?
The troll Minosaur.
Really?
Yes, really! I am not above making a joke like that!
Of course.
Anyway. Well, the troll Minosaur proves to be quite effective since it can basically take energy sent at it and actually send it back at its opponents.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I believe it's the same strength, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What? And when Asuna learns about this, when she tries to actually tell the real soldiers about who she thinks the parent of the Minosaur is they basically shoo her off, saying that she doesn't know any better, just for her to go eat something. Wow. Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
Assholes.
Even though she knows who the parent is, she actually knows more than she's putting on. But at the same time, they're just like, just go eat. You're hungry.
Anyway, Asuna eventually manages to find Mori, who is also looking at a guy from nearby who is having trouble painting. Plot point.
Oh yeah.
Eventually, the troll Minosaur finds his way to her and starts kicking her ass. Yes. Mm-hmm. And later, afterwards, when she manages to get it away, and she mentions well, during the fight, Mori actually says that, well, if the Minosaur or is slowly killing him, he says he's fine dying.
Yeah.
Wait,
he's
what?
Willing to die.
Okay.
Yeah, that's dark.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Now, eventually Asuna manages to find out from Mori why exactly he's like this. Yes. Mori mentions that and that the guy that he saw painting, yeah, he's not just an average guy, that's his friend, who got his hand injured when he basically was protecting him from some guys he picked a fight with.
Yeah.
And because of his friend can't really fulfill his dream of basically being a painter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and by the way, something earlier in the episode is that why they're caught on about the whole thing about the troll Minosaur from Crayon. Also, Crayon, great job, bad mouthing one of your bosses when they're still within earshot.
Yeah.
Dumbass.
Yeah, good job being an utter dumbass and literally letting him hear what you say.
Right.
Anyway,
Jesus.
so Mori's friend actually shows up to at first, seems like he's showing up to basically console him. But he basically said, as to him, that he will never forgive him for what he's done, and he should kill himself. That's why Zero in disguise, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah, what a shock it is. Is Mori, he ends up over on the rails and about to die. But Asuna manages to.
Suicide.
But Asuna manages to grab him and keep him from falling, though she's holding on by the railing.
Yeah.
While the guys are having trouble defeating the troll Minosaur, Waizeru decides that this would be the smart time to actually start mocking her.
Oh, yeah. Wait.
Bad idea, dude.
Very bad idea.
Hell has no fury than a woman's anger and scorn. As Asuna uses her strength to not only pull herself up, but also, Mori. Now the result, afterwards, she changes into real Soul Pink solo and decides to start beating the fuck out of Waizeru until he flees like a little bitch.
Yeah.
Don't fuck with Asuna.
Exactly.
Yeah. And counterpoint, counterpoint, don't piss off a chick. Not a smart idea.
No, it isn't.
Why, have you pissed off Alti before?
No.
Now I'm curious to see what would happen if you did.
Same here.
Hey, I'm not willing to do that. I'm gonna die here.
Oh, come on. Hero, do it. For science.
No. I'm not doing it for science. If you want to do it, no. If you want it so bad, you do it now.
No, I'm not an idiot.
Then why do you want me to do it? I'm not an idiot.
Because you're less likely to die.
Oh, I mean,
Like I said, less likely.
Anyway.
Anyway, but yeah, Asuna manages to rejoin with the others, and unfortunately by this time, the troll Minosaur's grown to giant size.
Yeah.
However, this is where we get the grand debut of a new combination, Kishiryu o Ankyros. A form that is honestly pretty damn cool looking. I like the full helmet visor, and I love the fact that it has a hammer arm.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, same here.
They actually figure out that if they manage to clog up its left arm, it won't be able to counter.
Yeah.
And Asuna manages to do so by accidentally sending several metal pillars and knocking down stuff to basically plug up the hole long enough.
Yeah.
Wow.
This episode is basically also shown that Asuna's dumb luck is way too good.
Yeah, well, at least she's not dumb lunking her stuff her way out of it like another person. Lucky.
Hey.
Hey, he got better.
Yeah, he did.
But Kishiryu and Kuros managed to destroy the troll Minosaur, or via the attack known as the Ankyros Bomber, wherein it makes the hammer grow giant size, then basically smashes the Minosaur like it's a fucking whack-a-mole. So yeah, pretty much all's well. Well, it ends well. Mori realizes that he needs to forgive himself, help and find his own path. Blah 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 blah. Oh, and Asuna gets rewarded with food by the end.
Yeah.
And also wait, hold on. What's that thing that Waizeru and Crayon are looking at? Why does that look very foreboding?
Yeah.
Anyway. But yeah, that's episode 10, and again, another solid episode.
Yeah.
Which is surprising, considering most Sentais go at least drop at least once by this time.
Mm-hmm.
The only time you could say it dropped at least once was back in episode 7.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But even that wasn't that bad.
No.
Yeah, and yeah, I'm honestly surprised Real Soldier is keeping all this steam going for so long.
Oh yeah.
Bravo overall.
Yeah.
I'm giving this once again an A plus.
Same here.
Yeah.
A very solid episode. Great developer Asuna.
Mm-hmm.
Well done.
Yeah.
And thus we reach the
Yeah.
final episode of Real Soldier so far. Our episode 11, entitled Real Soldier. Titled Episode 7 of Kishido Sentai Real Soldier, titled Quiz King of Flames.
Yeah.
So this starts off with the Druidons trying to answer a quiz by a large Ryu known as Dime Volcano.
Mm-hmm. It was actually our first Dimetrodon mecha. Power Ranger.
Yeah. And it's honestly real nice to see this come back. I've always liked Dimetrodons.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it actually. But yeah, needless to say, it tries to ask a question to Crayon, and needless to say, hey, it's not happy with its answer, so it basically tries to burn them to a crisp.
Yeah.
Well, you say question, but it's not really technically a question.
More of a riddle than anything else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait. A mecha that asks questions and riddles to its opponents?
Mm-hmm.
Hey Quiz, we found you a buddy!
This could also be your Kishido DL.
Oh yeah, you're right. Mine.
Anyway.
I don't even know if I have one yet.
Anyway,
You don't.
moving along.
You don't get one yet. Anyway, so yeah, the real soldiers eventually find out about how Dime Volcano. Their plan is to actually have Melt help be the one to answer the riddle. We get a strange moment where the grandfather basically somehow exposits about Dime Volcano.
Yeah, we're now Hisa, yeah.
Yeah. Also, the reason they don't know more about Dime Volcano, apparently due to unfortunate circumstances, part of the page of it was torn out and no one knows where it is.
Yeah.
Asuna did it.
Dumbasses!
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, they bring Melt over to Dime Volcano, and Melt basically tries to answer, but he's way too much under pressure to answer her, and thus because they can't answer, Dime Volcano tries to turn them extra crispy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
However,
Okay.
Ko starts to notice something off, and thus we see Dime Volcano actually visit a boy in the hospital known as Haruto.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. We don't really know what he's in there for, but apparently he's has bandages on his head so he can't really see. Apparently Dime Volcano has been visiting him for a while, and basically helping keep him happy by constantly asking him questions.
Mm-hmm.
And that make him happy.
Yeah.
Though Dime Volcano is hesitant to stay when Haruto mentions the fact that he's getting his bandages taken off.
Yeah.
However, Waizeru's caught on and essentially has plans to kidnap the boy. Oi.
Mm-hmm.
Oi. Oi.
Yeah.
Oi. Oi. Ko actually manages to catch on that's the reason that Dime Volcano asks these questions. The thing is, it's not about how to getting the question and right. Well, sort of.
it's kind of about getting it right, but it's more like a
It's a,
like with
it's
the,
a it's a
with the,
test, sort of. The
Yeah.
test being a test of courage. Do you show fear in front of Dime Volcano? If you do not,
Yeah.
it means that you've passed the test.
Yep.
Ko managed to actually pass the test afterward, as by Dime Volcano. Thus, and when he finds out that that Haruto is about to blow up thanks to Waizeru, yeah, he naturally decides to give Ko his power so that he can do so.
Yeah.
That reminds me. We forgot to talk about the Minotaur this episode. The Shen Minotaur. A Minotaur that basically has a basic. It has a mist ability. Basically, it can create a mist that fools people into thinking you're someone else.
Yeah.
Well, we're apparently going to learn more about this thing in the next episode, so we won't dive too much into it.
Yeah.
But needless to say, Ko manages, they have trouble with the mist until Ko uses the Mera Mera sword.
Mm-hmm.
Thus giving him a new armored form.
The Mera Mera armor.
And honestly, this thing looks really good.
Yeah. I agree.
It's simple but effective. I like the orange especially. It complements the red perfectly.
Yeah, it does.
But yeah, using this, Ko manages to not only defeat the Minosaur, but he also manages to rescue Haruto in time.
Yeah.
Thus afterwards, Ko actually brings Haruto to where Dime Volcano is, and Haruto is actually not afraid of him. Actually thinking he looks really cool too, even.
Yeah.
You're damn right, kid. Dinosaurs always look awesome.
Yeah.
You got a good taste.
But yeah, that sort of ends. That's sort of how the episode ends.
Yeah.
Now, though, we have to talk about the next episode because remember Guy Sorg? Yeah, he's finally coming back.
Yeah. Finally.
We're also going to get the debut of Kishiryu Dime Volcano.
Yeah.
But we will discuss this another time.
Yes.
I have to say, out of all the episodes so far, this one is easily my favorite.
Agreed.
It's not that. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
I want to give this an S, but I can't. But I can give it an A+. I found the whole thing with Dime Volcano's test of courage and such to be very interesting and intriguing.
Agreed.
It's honestly, in my opinion, this is probably one of the more solid episodes in my opinion. And if you ask me,
Yeah.
And it's an interesting way of introducing a mecha here.
Yep.
And it shows them properly earning it. And honestly, Ko is justified with actually getting this power up since it makes sense. He was the only one who figured out the meaning behind the riddles, as well as earning Dime Volcano's trust.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, A+, very, very solid episode.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
And thus, this brings us, and before we get to the daily topic, we have to discuss
Sorry, DL. Go ahead.
we have to discuss the plugin.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Anyway, that's our sound for the plugin because of the image in question. Anyway, this week's plugin is actually the ink tank, also known as Kuro the Artist. Yes.
Ah.
Yes. I haven't known about this guy for a while. I haven't known about this guy for a while, but I felt that he should be plugged now because this guy is really good. He produces some good content, and you also may know him for recently helping debunk a certain recent death battle, Ben 10 versus Green Lantern. Ben 10 versus Green Lantern. Sorry.
Here's the thing. His most recent video was basically taking the piss out of their Q&A and basically saying that the animation does matter.
Which it does.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's one of the reasons we want to see the death battle.
Mm-hmm.
But in addition to that, he's also sort of your go-to guy when it comes to information involving two certain franchises. That being Ben 10 and well, help Danny Phantom.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, this guy's been respected head around the fandom, and I can easily see why.
Yeah, same here.
And the thing is, even by the end of his sort of taking the piss out of the Q&A thing, he still basically says that you shouldn't bother wasting your time constantly trying to debunk this, since, well, it won't matter in the end. They're not going to do anything, and so don't waste your time or effort. I'm not going to any more than I already have.
Exactly.
And that's honestly a good message. And I feel the problem with when people make videos about this sort of stuff, they tend to sort of make people not realize that by telling them to not provoke the people they're trying to debunk, they'll do the exact opposite.
Exactly.
He also has done a fan comic called 5 Years Later, which is a Danny Phantom and Ben 10 comic, crossover comic that takes place 10 years after the respective series.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And I've actually read some of it. It's actually really good, and the artwork is really great as well.
So, I hate to do this again, but I'm going to have to cut again.
That's fine.
Yeah.
And with that, honestly, I think people were going to have to cut the daily topic for this week.
Yeah, the weekly topic. Yeah, I agree.
We've already gone on long enough, and honestly, we can't really do it with only 2 people.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll bring it up for this week when we do the actual episode, but don't get your hopes up.
Yeah.
But Kuro the Artist. Go check him out. He's really good.
Yeah, he is.
But anyway, that will do. We'll do it this week for us here on the Toku Roundup. We finally did part 2, and we hope to never have to do this again.
Agreed.
But yeah, it's time for the sign-offs.
I have in your flame. No, wait, yeah. Go ahead, DL.
Flutter, you go first.
I have in your flamboyant flyer, Fluttergun88, saying, Sauron Flyers.
And I have, of course, been, and your kindest most beloved overlord, Diablo 2016, and of course, Riddle God Extraordinaire. And are telling you that I'm just a passing by Toku fan. Remember that. And if you come across a large Dimetrodon that spews flames and tells you to, and basically asks you a question, make sure you get it right. Otherwise, you might end up as a burning pile of ash. Just saying.
Yeah.
But yeah, don't forget to praise our meme lord God Dan Caroto. And of course, show. And we will see you guys next time.
Adieu.
Bye bye.